Microsoft was recently at this year's GDC and apparently talking about the advancements of the Xbox cloud gaming technology. Well, they just released a post on everything they've been working on for the past several years, and we thought it would be a great time to go over it just to see if there's anything we missed. Let's hop in. The GDC for 2025 just happened, right? During this GDC, they were actually there talking about what they have done to Xbox cloud gaming, right? Sure. And I just wanted to go over this article real quick because it just came out just a couple of days ago. Expanding your reach, enhancing your game. All right. So at Xbox, our mission remains simple and clear: to enable players to play the games they want with the people they want anywhere they want. 6 years ago, we introduced Project xCloud with the promise to provide developers with a streamlined access path to bring their games to every possible screen. Today, Xbox Cloud Gaming Beta has evolved significantly, and we're excited to share what that means for developers and players alike.
That intro is a direct stab at Sony right there.
Oh, I know. It really is.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can only play with other people on the PlayStation Network? Yeah. And, oh, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to do what we do on the cloud. Like, that whole thing was a stab at Sony.
Mm-hmm. So virtually on any device with a web browser, including iOS devices, Android, Chromebooks, and non-gaming PCs, as well as the Xbox app on Samsung TVs, Fire TV devices, MetaQuest headsets, and soon LG TVs, are now capable of streaming your games via Xbox Cloud Gaming. Between October and December 2024 alone, players streamed 140 million hours of gameplay through Xbox Cloud Gaming. No 100-hour limits. I put that in there.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see, right? They put limits on Fortnite for free players, so...
They cannot put limits on the cloud. If they do, it will kill this whole thing.
It will kill it for everyone. You are absolutely right.
Because the people who play the most will complain the loudest.
Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members, and it needs to be unlimited for this to work. Yep. Yes. I totally agree. Now, here's the key thing. Our goal isn't to replace traditional gaming setups. And that's important because people think the cloud is just going to replace everything. And that's not the goal. They want you to play everything, play on anything, anywhere.
That's not the goal right now.
Nah, that's not the goal right now.
to be clear.
But the goal is to complement them by enhancing player flexibility. Xbox Play Anywhere. Many players can use cloud streaming to try new games before downloading, significantly lowering entry barriers and improving game discoverability. Xbox One users also benefit by being able to access Xbox Series XS titles without hardware upgrades. For developers, this creates a larger, more diverse audience, extending the life cycle and profitability of their games. Makes sense. Everybody gets access.
Everybody wins, especially if consoles are still sold at a loss. I don't think they are as much as they used to.
Yeah.
But if that is, this is still a win for Microsoft because they don't have to post the loss to get to the next generation.
Yeah, absolutely. The flexibility we deliver isn't limited to device choices, however. It's also reflected in supported input methods. Xbox Cloud Gaming supports a wide variety of Bluetooth controllers, including Xbox PlayStation, DualSense and DualShock, and Nintendo Switch Pro controllers. Interesting to know, but you don't offer more than one controller at a time. Come on.
Yeah.
I know, I'm being petty right now. Anyways, touch controls on mobile devices, both via overlays and direct game integrations, offer an intuitive, controller-free experience. I have never tried that yet. Let me know. Let us know if you guys, if anyone watching this has tried the controller-free experience and touch controls and all that kind of stuff. Mouse and keyboard support for select games on cloud gives another way to play on devices where that's the natural input method. And we're seeing more and more titles having mouse and keyboard support, which is great. They needed it.
Mhm.
Xbox Cloud Gaming is currently available across 28 major markets worldwide. And our goal is to continue to bring your games to more players globally, ensuring maximum reach and engagement. Yes, Microsoft is dropping billions of dollars in countries to support as many of these markets as they can, especially in countries like India and Asia. They're going to boom like absolutely crazy. They can't afford a lot of this stuff.
Mhm.
So once this drops on India and Asia, it's almost going to be, they're going to be using this a lot more than we are. And it's going to make it seem like Microsoft Xbox players are going to be outnumbering Western users almost, what did I say, 4-1? Something like that.
We'll see. Yeah.
If Xbox gets their act together and they drop data center after data center in those areas and have low latency,
Yep.
they offer all these AAA games for a low price, and they can get access instantly on their phone, tablets, anything. This is game over.
That, and I know from history we've had with some other platforms, and we learned about how popular playing on phones and stuff is in some of these other countries.
Oh yeah,
because they don't have the infrastructure or access to some of these consoles and higher resolution televisions. Like, this is huge.
Like,
so if they're able to do that, then they just skyrocket their player base.
If they get this, if it just actually works.
Yeah, that's the big thing. It has to execute.
Japan specifically does really enjoy portable gaming. That's why things like the Switch, the DS were so big. Playing on your phones is big. If Microsoft could take a chunk of Japan away from Sony, that's like taking the capital city of your.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't see it happening like that, but at least they have a path to victory. You know what I mean?
If this works,
Sony has to counter that. Yes. They cannot lose their home field.
Counter it. They have to. I'm looking forward to what Sony has down the pipe, because they're going to have to counter all of this.
Yeah, and they're not stupid. They know what we know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. So they also talked about latency. Latency is one of the most significant considerations in cloud gaming, obviously, because there's a lot of competitive people. At Xbox, we've addressed this challenge through extensive testing and optimization at all points of the stack. We recognize latency can arise from multiple points in the gaming experience, from the core game loop to encoding and decoding processes and device-specific factors. To systematically address latency, we developed automated testing hardware that simulates a wide range of player inputs across various devices in real-world cloud gaming conditions. I would love to see this in action. I'm sorry.
That is just a lot of words to say that we're testing it.
Yes, I know. I
get it. You're testing it.
Honestly, I'd love to see this. Like, how can you simulate someone being in the middle of no land? This approach helps us rapidly identify and resolve latency issues, ensuring consistently high-quality streaming experiences. Right now they're at, but that's really due to hardware. But anyways, some significant recent improvements include direct capture, which reduces input latency by 16 to 72 milliseconds, depending on the game. Previously discussed at GDC in 2022. Direct capture has since expanded to support nearly the entire game catalog. And this is where Microsoft throws me, because I made a video on this a long time ago. Okay? Long time ago in 2022. In June 2022. I will put that here. Boom! Go take a look. We're talking about updates that happened 3 years ago.
But if nobody remembers, it's news, bro.
When are you going to release some new stuff? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Device-specific optimizations, adjustments to accommodate device-specific video encoders, eliminated tens of milliseconds of latency for certain users. That can be pretty decent, depending on where you are. Tens of milliseconds can mean the shot and not the shot.
Sure.
WebRTC implementation utilizing WebRTC has significantly reduced latency while enhancing resilience through improved packet loss management. This is for the web and browsers, and making that just work a lot better. Buffering optimizations, strategic buffering adjustments ensure smoother playback with minimal input impact on overall latency. Collaboration with hardware partners. Partnering closely with device manufacturers has led to further improvements, including optimizing device settings, e.g. activating game mode for low latency gaming experience. Data center expansion. Again, here we go again. By increasing the number of Xbox Cloud Gaming server locations, we further reduce network latency for many users. So, this is a big nothing burger. We've talked about this. We talked about this many times over the past several years. Okay, I mean, it's nothing in particular. There's nothing specific about what they've done. There's nothing really.
This sounds like a glossary of cloud improvement buzzwords.
Exactly. That's exactly what it sounds like. That we've done this.
Mm.
So it's now for people who are at GDC who have never, you might have heard of cloud gaming, and they're there and they're explaining this. I understand to them this all sounds really, really great, I guess. Because this is the first time you're ever hearing about this and how you're making cloud gaming a lot better. This is like, oh my God. But we've talked about this since 2022.
This isn't something they've done over the last few months, so it's not news.
This is, like I said, it's a big
ongoing project.
So it's just what they've been doing for the past 3+ years in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So let us know what you guys think about this quote-unquote update in the comments below. I'll put the link to this article in the description. Basically, this wasn't really for us. It was for the newbies looking to know what's been happening with xCloud over the past few years. But if you like this cloud chat on Xbox Cloud, give us a like. Also, make sure to join as a member of the channel or join our Patreon and our Discord in the links below. And above all else, make sure to subscribe to keep it locked right here at the only place we can do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle.